2022 is on its way out. It has been a great year for the automotive industry, as we have seen a plethora of new models and new technology making their way into our local market. But as the saying goes, it's time for a new year and a new set of cars as we bring you a stellar lineup of vehicles you can expect to see in the coming year. With that in mind, we have compiled a large list of vehicles for you to get excited about in 2023. As a bit of a disclaimer, however, some of these vehicles may not officially have launched just yet and are still up to the discretion of the manufacturers behind them. Regardless, it's still a stellar lineup of cars. So grab some Christmas ham or some leftover Christmas dinner, whatever it is that you need to do. Make yourself a sandwich, get ready, because this is a list. Changan Philippines is known for its lineup of crossovers in the country. Now, however, rumors state that they want to try out the pickup truck segment with their very own entry. Now, we don't know what it is just exactly yet, but we assume it could be Changan Hunter, which is based on the Peugeot Landtrek. Now, according to its international specs, it could come with a turbo diesel power and an interesting set of features. The Chevrolet Trax could also be another vehicle making its way into the Philippine market with the release of its new version in the US. Turbocharged power is still on the table, along with the latest technology offered by the Golden Bowtie brand. Not much is known about if and when it will reach the local market, however, we assume it could do so this year. In other markets, there is a trim level that exists just above the Wildtrak and the Titanium models. The Platinum model is reserved for the best of the best that Ford can offer short of the Raptor designation. If rumors hold true, then we could see a Platinum Everest and a Platinum Ranger being added to our local market. They could come with a bigger V6 engine and definitely more power under the hood. They will likely have similar features as the Titanium and Wildtrak models, but with a more premium interior befitting of the Platinum nameplate. For now, it's a waiting game to see what Ford Philippines will do with these two models. The new Ford Mustang is also set to arrive in the Philippines, featuring a new design and retaining its V8 power. Expect to see its EcoBoost model also making a comeback along with a new set of features. As this is a pony car, we can expect to see high horsepower numbers from the brand's new generation muscle car. Originally displayed at the Manila International Auto Show, the GAC Empow55 is the brand's answer to the compact sedan segment in the Philippines. It is set to fight against the likes of the Honda Civic with its turbocharged 1.5-liter engine and with its feature set as well. In the case of the GS8, it's a facelifted version of the SUV that comes with a more aggressive front clip and new features as well. Expected to carry the same 2-liter gasoline engine that is mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. It still makes around 251 horses and 400 Nm of torque. This will be Geely's entry into the SUV segment with the Geely Monjaro. It comes with the latest design language from the automaker and comes with an overall rugged design. It will be able to seat 7 comfortably and comes with the latest technology available from Geely. It will also be powered by a 2-liter turbo diesel engine that's good for around 235 horses and 350 Nm of torque. This one is for cars per se, but more of an upcoming brand. Rumored to be entering the local market in 2022, Great Wall Motors encountered a couple of delays. This meant that its grand launch should be set for early 2022, beginning with a stellar lineup of crossovers into the country. Now, it's no secret that Honda Philippines sources its vehicles from the Honda factory in Thailand. Over in the land of smiles, hybrids are slowly becoming popular just as they are in the Philippines. Now, this could mean that a plethora of Honda hybrid vehicles is set to make their way into the Philippine market. This will come first in the form of the Civic RS Hybrid, followed by the Honda City Hybrid, and then the Honda CR-V Hybrid. Now, we don't know exactly just the specs, but this could be an interesting move if done just right by the Japanese automaker. Honda's entry into the subcompact crossover segment is with the WR-V. Now, it carries with it Honda sensing along with a 1.5-liter gasoline engine similar to that found in the City and the HR-V. However, for Honda to bring in this model into the Philippines will require it to be sold in a left-hand drive country first. So for now, it's still a possibility that is dependent on it being available in a left-hand drive. Making its debut in the US, the new Honda CR-V is sleeker and more feature-packed than ever. It soon could make its way into the Philippines in 2023. However, it's still a waiting game to see if Honda Thailand will bring it in first. If it does make its way into the land of smiles, then the Philippines could be next in a couple of months. Hyundai is also expecting to further expand its local lineup as it recently changed leadership. Now, we could soon see the likes of the Accent, which has a sharper new design, and the likes of the new Kona make their debut locally. We could also see the return of the Veloster and other popular nameplates. Now, while the exact model names are still a mystery, what we can tell you is that Hyundai will definitely expand its model lineup next year. This could be a game changer for Mazda, as the CX-60 is a new model that could soon enter the Philippine market. It could slot above the CX-5 in terms of size and power and will be positioned just under the CX-8. Now, what makes it unique is that it comes with 3 different power plants available, including a PHEV. So we don't know what its localized specifications will be, but it will surely be an interesting car once it arrives. The MG ZS has been a popular vehicle for the automaker in the Philippines for quite some time now, with its turbocharged version also available locally. But did you know that it has an EV version? Yes, the MG ZS has an EV version which could soon be making its way into the local market. Given the rising popularity of these kinds of vehicles, its arrival locally isn't too far-fetched. That said, we don't know the specifications just yet, but we assume that it will come with 450 kilometers worth of range and will have power output of about 176 and 280. It will also feature the brand's latest technology and will likely come with a 10.1 touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The current version of the Mitsubishi Strada is getting a bit long in the tooth, and it's at the right age for a new version to come along. Luckily, there are spy shots of the vehicle already circulating around the internet showcasing a new version of the dynamic shield design language. As there has been a unit spotted in Thailand, it's only a matter of time before it reaches to the Philippines. Its official figures are still yet to be released, of course. This is Mitsubishi's answer to the growing crossover segment. Now, while the vehicle itself is based on the Renault Captur, if priced right, it could be a hot ticket for the Japanese automaker. It comes with 3 engine options with 2 turbocharged engines under the hood and comes with the brand's latest technology. A hybrid variant is also rumored to be available for the crossover, so it could be a game changer in the crossover segment once it arrives and if priced competitively. The Nissan Z is the successor to the 370Z and is the brand's soon-to-be sports car in the country. It now packs a 3-liter twin-turbo V6 engine that's good for at least 400 horses and 475 Nm of torque. While its exact Philippine specifications are still unknown, it could shake up the sports car segment locally if priced just right. Originally debuting at the Manila International Auto Show, the Suzuki Hybrid is the brand's answer to the growing demand for these kind of vehicles. It comes with a more comprehensive package along with technology that will help you get more out of the fuel that you give the vehicle. As specifications are not yet out for the Ertiga Hybrid, we can assume that it will launch sometime in the first quarter of this year. Already spied undergoing testing without camouflage in India, the Suzuki Jimny 5-door is the brand's answer to customers who wanted more space out of the popular SUV. While it retains much of the same design as the regular Jimny, it's rumored that it will be made available with more power and possibly even a hybrid system as well. There is no definitive timeline yet for this vehicle. We assume that it could, however, launch in the later half of 2023. Meet the bigger brother of the GR Yaris. The GR Corolla is the Yaris' bigger brother as it comes with the same powertrain and similar power figures in a bigger package. Now, unlike its smaller brother, it's not a homologation spec vehicle, so there will be plenty of stocks available for it. If priced right, it could be a hit just like the GR Yaris. It's the turning point for the Toyota Innova as we could soon see its new gasoline and hybrid hitting our market this year. Is it time to say goodbye to the diesel power plant and welcome the new technology? Well, we will soon see enough as the new model is expected to come out later this year. Will it be a hit or a flop? Well, it's an Innova. It's a Toyota. What do you guys think? The hybrid era is officially here in the Philippines, with Toyota offering an extensive lineup of these kinds of vehicles. Could it be time for a new Prius to make a comeback now that it has been showcased? We will find out as it could make its way here in the coming year. Expect to see an even more fuel-efficient power plant under the hood and a more advanced version of Toyota's safety sensing technology to come soon. Late last year, the Vios launched a 2023 model in Thailand. Soon after, it hit Laos and then Indonesia, which means there's a couple of thousand people asking, are we next or what? Looking like a much more mature automobile than any of its predecessors, almost looks like a Camry really, the waiting game has already begun. No word from Toyota, who like to play their cards close to their chest, but I am certain when the new Vios is teased, we'll be right there to deliver the news. It's high time for Volkswagen Philippines to enter the realm of the pickup trucks, and what better model to do it with than the Volkswagen Amarok. This is essentially the cousin to the Ford Ranger, as they share the same underpinnings. This means that we could soon see a new competitor entering the pickup truck market with a host of new features and possible new engine options as well. Okay, so these next ones are sort of like an honorable mention. In other markets, Ford sells a compact pickup truck in the form of the Maverick. It's slightly smaller than the Ranger and it's positioned more as a lifestyle vehicle. It also ditches the ladder frame chassis and goes with a unibody instead. Now this makes perfect sense for those who want a pickup truck but don't need the off-road capabilities and prefer a more comfortable drive. Who knows, it could be a perfect match for the Philippines as there is a possible market for it here. And on a side note, it's actually the perfect replacement to Jack's car. Don't you think? See? It's right there! A little known fact is that Ford Philippines recently patented a 2.7-liter V6 for the local market. Now, this opens us up to many possibilities, but we think it could be time for either a Ford Bronco or a V6 F-150 to make their way into the Philippine market. The Ford Bronco stateside comes with 3 variations available, with turbocharged V6 power being an option. Now, while we have seen gray market imports already roaming the streets, it still doesn't beat official models coming in from the Blue Oval themselves. Remember the F-150 diesel? Well, we could soon see its V6 brother making its way here as well. Now that diesel is more expensive than gasoline, having a gasoline engine makes more sense. I mean, after all, the previous version of the F-150 sold here did come with a turbocharged V6. Anyway, for now, it's a waiting game to see what Ford has in store for the upcoming model or models with the 2.7-liter gasoline V6 engine. The new Honda Civic made its debut in the Philippines a few years ago, and now it's time for its Type R version to make its way into the local market. It features the brand's new design language, which gives it a sleeker yet similar exterior design but retains all the sporty characteristics of its Type R nameplate. Expect it to come to the local market with a revised version of its 2-liter turbocharged power plant with a manual transmission. The unibody pickup truck market seems to be a new segment that's steadily growing. You have options such as the Honda Ridgeline and the Ford Maverick. Hyundai wants a piece of that action with the Santa Cruz. It has already made its way into other markets, and it could be a perfect match for the Philippines as well, especially for those who want a lifestyle pickup truck, like, say, Jack.
I kind of own a unibody pickup truck already.
Not gonna happen for you, buddy.
Oh.
The mid-size SUV segment in the Philippines has been dominated by Japanese offerings for as long as we can remember. You have the likes of the Fortuner, Terra, MUX, which are all bestsellers for their respective companies. But no Chinese brand has yet to enter this market. MG might soon join the fray with its Gloster 7-seater SUV. Now, while its specifications are still unknown, it does come with a powerful 2-liter twin-turbo motor that promises to deliver more power than its similarly equipped Everest rival. If priced right, it could sell like hotcakes, similar to how MG did with the ZS. Suzuki has been known to specialize in small city cars. Now, while the old Suzuki Alto is no longer available in the country, it could make a comeback again, especially since there is a new model of the city hatchback ready to go on sale in India. It sports a more modern design and has grown a little bit more in terms of size and features. With that said, it could prove to be a hit in the Philippines. Another possible vehicle for Toyota Philippines to bring in for the coming year is the Toyota Yaris Cross. Now, this crossover could slot in between the upcoming Raze and the Corolla Cross as an affordable vehicle for those who want a little bit more space and a few more features. Its specifications for the local market are still obviously unknown, but just like the many of the cars that the Japanese brand sells, it could prove to be a hit. The official launch of the new Volkswagen Tiguan has been much overdue, as the new model made a quick appearance back in 2021, but unfortunately didn't officially go on sale just yet. Now, with that in mind, Volkswagen Philippines could potentially launch the new crossover here, as the segment is heating up with more and more offerings coming from different manufacturers. No information about its official launch has been released, of course, but this could be the year for the Tiguan. It's not in alphabetical order, but we saved these for last because, well, we've seen them in the flesh, so to speak. We've touched them, so we'd like to say that we kind of saved these best for last, because two vehicles that were showcased at the Manila International Auto Show but didn't receive an official launch just yet are the Kia EV6 and the Hyundai Ioniq 5. Now, while their specifications are still under wraps, they could soon be making their official launches this year. It's an exciting time for electric vehicles in the country, as more of them are set to launch very, very soon. Man, that is a list! It looks like it's going to be a very exciting 2023 for the automotive industry, not just in the world, but also in our country. Please let us know in the comments below which ones you are absolutely excited to see. Log on to AutoDeal.com.ph for the latest news and information regarding these new models. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, because who knows, you just might see one of these cars being reviewed by... Yeah, that's right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay safe and Happy New Year.